It was Australia Day, January 26, 1966. The sun was shining, and the beaches were alive with families enjoying the holiday. Among them were 3 siblings, Jane, Arnna, and Grant Beaumont, aged 9, 7, and 4. They set off from their home in Somerton Park for a short trip to Glenelg Beach, just a few miles away. What should have been a carefree outing turned into a nightmare that still haunts Australia. The children never came home, sparking a mystery that remains unsolved to this day. Who took them? What happened at the beach? And why has their disappearance become one of Australia's most enduring cold cases? The Beaumont family and their routine. The Beaumont family was well known and loved in their community. Jim and Nancy Beaumont were devoted parents who worked hard to provide a happy, simple life for their 3 children. Jane, the eldest, was mature beyond her years and often looked after her younger siblings, Arnna and Grant. They were a close-knit family, and their days were filled with typical childhood joys. Living just a short distance from Glenelg Beach, the Beaumont children frequently visited the popular destination. On January 26, 1966, the siblings begged their mother to let them go to the beach on their own. Nancy was initially hesitant but ultimately agreed, knowing Jane was responsible and the trip would only be a short one. They left home at 10 a.m., carrying a small amount of money for snacks and their beach supplies. They caught a bus to Glenelg, a journey they had made several times before. Nancy expected them back by noon, but as the hours ticked by and her children didn't return, worry set in. The day the children disappeared. Witnesses reported seeing the Beaumont children arrive at Glenelg Beach around 10:15 a.m. They were spotted playing in the sand and swimming, enjoying the warm summer day. Everything seemed normal. However, later accounts described the children in the company of a tall, thin man with blonde hair. Witnesses said he appeared friendly, interacting with the children and helping them with their belongings. This man was seen giving Jane money to purchase snacks, which she did at a local bakery around 11 a.m. The shopkeeper remembered her clearly, as it was unusual for such a young girl to buy food with a £1 note, more money than their mother had given them that day. Around noon, another witness saw the children leaving the beach, walking along Jetty Road. They appeared happy and relaxed, but this would be the last confirmed sighting of Jane, Arnna, and Grant. When the children failed to return home by 2 p.m., Nancy Beaumont began to worry. By the evening, she and Jim contacted the police. What started as a missing persons case quickly escalated into a nationwide manhunt. The investigation begins. The disappearance of the Beaumont children shocked the nation. Glenelg Beach was crowded that day, yet no one reported anything suspicious enough to provide a breakthrough lead. The mysterious man seen with the children became the primary focus of the investigation. Police conducted extensive searches of the area, interviewing hundreds of witnesses and combing through nearby parks, homes, and waterways. Despite their efforts, no physical evidence or credible leads emerged. The £1 note used by Jane at the bakery deepened the mystery. Where had she gotten it? Investigators believed the man seen with the children might have given her the money, but identifying him proved impossible. Theories and suspects. Over the years, numerous theories have surfaced regarding what happened to the Beaumont children. Some believe they were abducted by a stranger, while others suspect someone familiar to the family may have been involved. One of the most notorious was Bevan Spencer von Einem, a convicted murderer known for targeting young boys. While there is no concrete evidence connecting him to the Beaumont children, his history of violent crimes has made him a prime suspect in the public's mind. Another theory involves Harry Phipps, a wealthy Adelaide businessman with a history of abuse allegations. In 2013, 2 men claimed they had been hired by Phipps as teenagers to dig a large hole on his property in 1966, around the time of the children's disappearance. Police excavated the site but found no evidence to link Phipps to the crime. The impact on Australia. Police introduced new protocols, including quicker responses and better coordination between jurisdictions. The Beaumont case highlighted the need for more robust child protection measures, and its lessons have shaped law enforcement practices ever since. For Jim and Nancy Beaumont, the loss of their children was devastating. The couple remained in their home for years, hoping the children might one day return. As time passed, their marriage strained under the weight of their grief, and they eventually separated. Both parents maintained their belief that their children were alive for many years, holding on to hope despite the lack of evidence. Why the case remains unsolved. Despite extensive investigations, the Beaumont case remains unsolved, largely due to the lack of physical evidence and reliable leads. The passage of time has only made solving the case more difficult, as witnesses' memories fade and potential suspects pass away. Advances in forensic technology have renewed hope in some missing persons cases, but in the Beaumont case, there is little evidence to analyze. The absence of DNA, fingerprints, or even a crime scene has left investigators with few tools to work with. Public interest in the case has persisted for decades, with new theories and suspects emerging periodically. However, none of these developments have led to a breakthrough. The legacy of the Beaumont children. The Beaumont children's disappearance remains one of Australia's greatest mysteries, a haunting reminder of the fragility of life and the evil that can lurk in plain sight. Their story has become deeply ingrained in Australian culture, symbolizing both the innocence of childhood and the devastating impact of loss. For many Australians, the case is more than a crime story. It's a shared national tragedy. The image of three smiling siblings leaving for a day at the beach, never to return, continues to resonate. It's a stark reminder of the importance of vigilance and the enduring need to seek justice for the voiceless. While Jim and Nancy Beaumont have both passed away, the search for answers continues. The police and public remain committed to solving the case, no matter how much time has passed. The hope of finding the truth, however faint, keeps the story alive. The disappearance of Jane, Arnna, and Grant Beaumont is one of Australia's most haunting mysteries. On January 26, 1966, the three siblings, aged 9, 7, and 4, left their home in Adelaide for a day at the beach. What began as an ordinary summer outing turned into a national tragedy when the children never returned. Despite extensive investigations and numerous leads over the decades, their fate remains unknown. Eyewitness accounts describe the children playing with an unidentified man at Glenelg Beach. This mystery man has been a central figure in the case, sparking theories ranging from abduction to a meticulously planned crime. Yet, no solid evidence has ever surfaced to identify him or explain the children's disappearance. The case has perplexed investigators and inspired countless theories, from serial killers to conspiracies, but the truth remains elusive. The Beaumont children's disappearance shattered Australia's sense of safety, especially in an era when children roamed freely without fear. Their parents, Jim and Nancy Beaumont, endured unimaginable anguish, clinging to the hope of answers that never came. Over time, the case became a symbol of the need for vigilance and better protection for children. Even after decades, the Beaumont case remains a painful reminder of innocence lost and justice unfulfilled. It continues to spark hope that one day the truth will come to light, bringing closure to their family and the nation. If their story moves you, share it to keep their memory alive. Every shared detail or discussion could bring new insights to this enduring mystery. For more untold stories and unsolved cases, don't forget to subscribe. Together, we can honor the victims and advocate for the justice they deserve.